Hey everyone, it's Adam here at DirectionTrader.com. Let me hurry up and do a quick recap here before I have a group meeting. Today in the live trading room, it was something else. Everybody that was in there, you're going to understand exactly what I'm talking about. But today was just a very difficult day for me trading live. I had some guys in the room who have a little bit more aggressive strategy, not quite as conservative. They have a little bit bigger stop losses than me, and they had a wonderful day. As I go through these trades, besides the first one, you're going to see there was very, very large potential for very large gains if you manage them a little bit differently than me. I took 4 trades and actually lost 8 ticks today total. But wait until you see exactly my positions, and let me describe basically what I was thinking and how I managed them. Started off here right at the open at 647. I shorted the crude market. All this is based on one contract, guys. I shorted the crude here at 647 Pacific time. Had a nice push down, but I also noticed that we were butting our head down here and the dollar was starting to roll over. So basically I tightened up my trail stop to I guess 5 ticks. And I got down like 8 or 9 ticks in my direction, turned right back around. The reason I trailed so tightly is because we could see a lot of buyers start to come in here. We were looking for this to potentially start to push down and keep pushing down throughout the morning. That's not what happened. We bounced off our support and we rallied. So we were able to get 5 ticks out of that, even though we didn't get the follow through. But all in all, it ended up being all right. In this next trade, we were actually looking at a different market. So let's go over here to Russell real fast, and then we'll finish with the gold market. We took 2 trades in gold later on. Looking here at the Russell, 729, we took a pullback. The market was starting to break out, and what it did, it pulled back to the previous day's high, as you can see right here at the 95 level. We pulled back to previous day's high, so we wanted to buy it. We wanted to buy that bounce off the previous day's high and keep trailing it up. We got a push in our direction, enough for me to take my stop from minus 12 up to minus 5, and it rolled over, stopped me out just in time for it to go up, up, and away. As you can see, being right, just a little too conservative on my trail stop. I was a little bit iffy since we were at new high, all-time highs, but we were bouncing off the previous highs, so that's why I took the trade. Just a little bit too conservative, too tight of a trail stop before this runner took off. And if you thought that was bad, just look at this. Now, don't misunderstand what I mean by my entries and my strategies and what I did today, because I'm not going to change my strategy. Some people in the room are like, why don't you be a little bit more aggressive and leave your stop a little wider? Well, for one thing, I've been very successful trading my strategy. I'm not going to let one day change entirely what I do. So I am going to consider monitoring a little bit looser, but I am going to, as far as the strategy goes, everything's going to stay the same in my training room because my members are really enjoying it. And it's a very disciplined way of trading, and especially if you're needing some discipline and some patience, it really holds people accountable and makes them stay and be patient and disciplined for the right setups. And it turns out to be very profitable in the long haul. But as you can see here at 804, we took a pullback to the long side. This thing went, as you can see, this thing spike up here, spiked way up. It spiked like 15 ticks in my direction after my entry. But then I pulled my stop up from minus 12 to my entry price right here, and I had a little slippage, so it actually gave me +1, yippee. But this thing came all the way down in this bar, stopped me out just in time to head right back north. So them things just happened, guys. That's a 15-tick pullback. It got me out right before it turned right back around and went right back up. Can't help it. So what do? I wait for the very next setup, which was a high percentage setup. We had a lot of support. And I also talked about this full swing here. We did have this full swing on the fib numbers that had not reached its target yet. Its target was still up here at 65. So I was like, let's give it one more shot, guys. Wait for the pullback to the previous resistance becomes new support. That's what I did. I entered here, got a little bit of an early entry, guys. A little bit of an early entry here at 826. That thing had a little push up. Pushed down, got me stopped out -9 when my stop was actually down a little lower. Stopped me out at -9 just in time to look what happens. up, and away. Our profit target was right here at 1365, and we would have been covering all our positions. So it was a very, very frustrating day, but you know what? If you're in the live trading room, you do know what I was talking about. This didn't bother me at all, guys. You know why? Because I followed my plan, I stuck with it, and I know tomorrow it's gonna pay off. These good habits that we create every day are gonna pay off in the long haul. So it's kind of tough to look back and do your market analysis and see exactly, the profit you may have left on the table. But hey, can't think of it that way. Whenever you have a plan, you got to follow it. So I ended up taking 4 trades today, so for a total of -8. So that's it for today. If you guys have any questions, come by directiontrader.com. And if you have interest in watching us trade these markets live in the morning, come to directiontrader.com and take a trial. So that's it for today. I will see all of you bright and early in the morning. Have a good afternoon.